Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel.
How are you? Happy Thursday, Throwback Thursday. What's going on with you in your world? I'm Nichelle with 2excel with Nichelle.com. I bring you information, inspiration, motivation to help push you out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God has blessed you with. And I'm the startup CEO helping you to start a profitable business from your kitchen table while you're still working your 9 to 5. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 strategies that you can use and implement in your business to help you protect your brand online. When I was thinking about this, and I was talking to some of my team members today, and we were talking about the protection of branding, if you are just starting a business, if you've already built a business. Now, I am not an attorney, so the legalities behind it really I will leave that up to an attorney to help you get through with it. But I know as a business owner who's been in business for 25 years, that is so key and so essential that you protect your brand, because there are a lot of people that would love to do what you do, and sometimes they misuse or misappropriate the branding strategy. Now, I'm not a brand strategist either, but I am a business strategist, and branding kind of goes hand to hand with business. The simplicity of it gets a little, you know, out the way. It just depends on what you're working with. But I wanted to share these 5 tips with you that I share with my students and that I share with my team today when we were talking about how do we protect our brand. You can learn more about me and what I do to help you by checking the link in my bio, 2excelwithnichelle.com. I actually have a branding course up there that you can take. It's full of meat and potatoes that you can go there and you can learn, if you don't have a brand, how to develop one that's centered around what you do in your business. And I have a lot of other things up there, so please check the link in the bio to get on board with some of the freebies, some of the gifts, some of the classes that I've offered online to previous students that I've made available for the public to view. So, in protecting your brand, now, I always share this with my students because people get confused when you're talking about branding. They think of a brand as just colors, logos, pictures, and all that kind of stuff. And yes, it does have a lot to do with that. But I like to think of a brand more so related to you. You are your brand, and your brand is you. And so, wherever you are in business, wherever you are in life, and you, or approaching someone about your business, or if you're on in corporate America and you're going for an interview, the branding experience is so important. And when I am working with my brands for the different businesses that I have, I like each one to be an experience. I want my customers, when they come and work with me in any part of business, I want them to have an experience. I used to really like things. Now I'm at a stage in my life where experiences are very important to me. How does it feel to do that? And how does it feel to go there? How does it feel to see that? That's where I put that image into my business as well. And so, with that being said, hey Carrie, how you doing? Is this a recording? What do you mean it's a recording? I'm live. If I'm live, if that's what you're asking, I am live. And so when you're talking about your branding, you want to make certain that it coincides in what you do on a regular basis. Your branding, are you okay? All right, yes. You want to make certain that your branding coincides on a regular basis, that is consistent with what it is that you're doing and what you're trying to do. Okay, so the first thing that I want to tell you when you're talking about your brand, majority of it, and even now, you got to protect your brand online as well as offline. Majority of the business that I do are offline. My online business has really blossomed in the last 2 years. I would say year and a half, 2 years is really blossomed, and I've incorporated a lot of things that I do in my personal offline brand into my online brand. And so my online brand kind of is like my coaching, meeting people socially online. Most of it was done offline, meeting clients in the classroom that I teach on a regular basis, and then working consistently in my businesses and with colleagues and with other businesses as well. And so when I started paying attention to my space and I started seeing different things that were going on, I said we really need to start talking about branding and how do we protect that. So there are plenty of attorneys out there that really can help you develop the whole facade of branding so that you can protect yours. But again, I'm going to give you 5 tips that you can utilize every day, the things that you do to keep your brand on point and that you can protect your rights as a business owner, or whatever you do. Okay, thanks for coming in. If this is your first time here at my broadcast, my name is Nichelle and I'm with To Excel with Nichelle.com. You can click the link in my bio and you can see a lot of what I do to help you succeed in your business. I am a certified life strategist and business strategist. I have an MBA, a BA, 30 plus hours in mental health, and I am a dissertation away from a PhD. I also have several licenses that I operate my businesses with on a regular basis. My primary business that I started 25 years ago is real estate. And so I am a licensed real estate broker working with home buyers, home sellers, investors, commercial property, and all of that. That's what I do most of. And then from there, I have home health, and then I do consulting to help people start up businesses because I've started plenty, in 25 years. And I'm happy to say that majority of them I have been very successful in. And so I'm proud to be able to help other business owners that are interested in starting a business get up and rolling because it's not as easy as it seems. A lot of these entrepreneurs online make it seem like it's so easy. I promise you it's not easy. I don't even lie to people and say it is. You're going to cry some nights. You're going to be depressed. You're going to want to quit and all that kind of stuff. But if you're serious about what you do, if you're serious about what you want to do, then you're going to keep going because you know that you're doing it for a reason. You understand your why, you understand your purpose, and you start to see that what you're doing is bigger than you. What you're doing is a service. Business is nothing but servantship. I share that all the time. And the more you identify with that creative aspect of serving, the better you'll get at your business and get better at what you do. And so when you're talking about those ways to protect your business and your brand online, the first thing that you want to do is to secure your brand name on your platform. Now, majority of things, I'm Nichelle is very much not a familiar name, so I know there's some Nichelles online, but I'm the only Nichelle Womack. You know, I've tested it out, tried it, and looked and everything. You want to protect your brand online. Every social media platform that comes out, you want to make sure you're on there, even if you don't plan to be on there. And the reason being is because you never know where your business will take you. You know, I'm not a big Snapchat person, but I have secured my name on there because I know that's something I probably will never do, but I don't know where their business may go later where I may need to be there. Instagram at Nichelle Womack, Twitter at Nichelle Womack, Periscope at Nichelle Womack, and even on Facebook. Same thing. On Facebook, I'm the life transition strategist because that's basically what I started my business as, but securing your name on every platform, LinkedIn at Nichelle Womack. And so those things are very important when you are starting a business, that you want to make certain that you have dominated the profile of where you plan to be. Again, you never know where your business may take you. These social media platforms come and go. And so as long as you have your name secured, and even with a website, you know, I have NichelleWomack.com. And that's my name secured. To Excel with Nichelle is another one that I've secured. And I have like 15, 20 other website names that I utilize. But those two are the main ones that I use as a branding identity when I'm working in my business. I have some for my e-commerce stores. I have some for what else? My real estate company, all that kind of stuff, all those are on there. But the main ones that you're going to utilize on a regular basis, you need to make sure that you protect them and secure them online. That's the first thing you need to do when you are identifying yourself with an online business, and even offline, online and offline. Protect your brand name by securing your brand name on every platform. You never know. The next thing that you want to do is you want to stamp your name on everything. Now, I've seen this to be really, really more so important on social media platforms like Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. People steal your stuff. If it's your idea, you need to make sure that you stamp your name on everything. Why? Because people will, I see this all the time, you know, and this is another thing that I'm always like, not really tripping off of, but I really pay attention to a lot of things. Analytics. You need to pay attention to your analytics, because I'll look at my posts and everything. It may have like 50 likes or whatever, but it has been reached or viewed probably about 500, 1,000 times. People see you. People see you. They may not necessarily like and respond to your post, but they see you. I promise you do. If nobody else, your competition is watching you all the time. And so when you are stamping your name on things, you kind of not necessarily prevent, because people can do whatever they want to do to take things out of proportion, but you are saying this is mine. And I've had people from other platforms that'll see something with my name on and they be like, didn't you say that? Or I saw this, and they kind of scratch it. You know what? Look, I'm going to tell you, that's your proprietary rights right there. And keeping an attorney on deck. Now, it may not never get that serious, but you need to really be aware, because people do this stuff on a regular basis. They do it to brick and mortars on a regular basis. So if brick and mortars are not secure and they're more secure than online, then you need to more so do it online to protect it as well. Stamp your name on everything you do. Everything. Okay. Now, if you don't care, if it's something you're just making a comment, you don't want to be associated with it, fine. But if it's part of your proprietary rights for your business, stamp your name on it. Number 3, make sure you keep your passwords and all of that secure. Within my real estate office, we had to update and reload everything because we had a breach, and dealing with home care and dealing with real estate, a lot of the things that we have are confidential to our clients. And so we had to go back and re-secure everything, change passwords, and do all of that. I recommend to my clients on a regular basis, especially if you're doing outsourcing, you want to make sure that you change those passwords before, especially if you like that first password, before you outsource the work, because they're going to need your password to do work for you. And I have been working with a lot more outsourcing. And so I've been consistently and proficiently updating passwords on a regular basis, and it gets tiring because sometimes I'll forget. So make sure you write it down. But you want to make sure that you keep your things safe, even for these outsourcing places, because they may leave, something may happen, and they still have your information, and they can go in and hack and do all that kind of stuff. You know, nobody is abstract from those things happening online. Online is so easy to have unsecure things happen and you be impacted by it later. You know, your brand is very important, so you want to make sure that by all means necessary, you protect that. Number 4, you want to make sure you leverage and understand what intellectual property is. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when I was saying stamp your name on it, because your intellectual property, that is your rights. Those are your social media memes or whatever they may be. And if if somebody is copying it or saving it and things of that nature, and then going to put it on their side and they're not giving you credit for it, you know, words not necessarily, or you can't really legally patent words or things of that nature, but a lot of things for intellectual property you can. And so you literally want to make certain that if you have something that you want to secure an attorney, I keep an attorney in my back pocket, and I'll recommend that to every new entrepreneur. If you can't afford them, you can also get them on retainer. That's how I started with my business, having a retainer, a licensed attorney on retainer. So in case I had some issues, I can run to them and not have to pay all that money out at one time. And so even because I know I have coaching clients that are on retainer, they pay me, when they have gotten to a point and they need me to come back in, then they start back paying me at that point, but they keep me on retainer. Even within my home health agency, have that as well, retainer. So keep that in mind. Leverage and understand what your intellectual property rights are and how you can utilize them to build your business, brand your business, and keep and protecting your business online. So there are many ways. And number 5, the last one that I want to share with you, when you're talking about protecting your brand online, you need to make certain where you are, where you're showing up. And then also you have your army, I guess I would call them, your tribe or whatever, to keep and stay tuned of things that they see, that are out of order. And so as a business owner, especially as a small business owner, when you find yourself doing everything, and thank God I just got a couple of staff on as of late. And so I'm really excited about that, because it's really hard to try to maintain everything when it's just you. But if it is just you, that means you got to be much more on top of your stuff versus if you had a team to help you with it. And that's keeping everything in order. I have a system that I keep within my home system, and I have one within my office setting that I set up that I can go to directly if I ever need to. If anything is, passwords, if there's something, my attorney, those things, you keep those things in a file on your computer system where you can easily get to them and address them if anything should happen. So protecting your brand was not important back in the day, but now more so it is, because of all the things that are going on that you need to be on top of. Where's the people coming out of the basement today? So sad. You ain't got nothing else better to do. Look, I ain't got time. All right. But that's pretty much it I wanted to share with you today. And as I mentioned, I do have a branding course. You could check the link in my bio, and I talk about specific things. And actually, that's a class that I taught in my classroom for my business students that are getting their bachelor's degree. And we were just going over some specifics of why branding is important and why it's important for you to be able to connect with your brand. And in the connecting of your brand, you want to protect your brand, more so online and offline. But again, with the ease of transferring information and all of that, it's much more important to do this online than anything. So I'm so tired, you guys. So I am just stopping in for my daily Monday through Thursday broadcast. If you found this information valuable, please do not hesitate to share. You can also connect with me if you're not connected with me, if you like information, inspiration, and motivation to push you out of your comfort zone and into the gifts that God has blessed you with. I'm the Startup CEO, helping you to start a profitable business from your kitchen table while you're still working your 9 to 5. Why am I so good at that? Because I've been in business for 25 years. Yes, 25 years. I have a bachelor's degree in business, an MBA in business, 30 plus hours in mental health. I'm a PhD away from a dissertation away from a PhD, and I have several licenses in other areas of business that I'm able to help people on a regular basis. So that is what I do. If this is your first time, thanks for coming in, popping up the love. Greatly appreciate you tapping that screen. So important. So important. Yes, it is. That's how we communicate on this platform. Tapping that screen just to share that you've been here, for one, because we can see who coming in. See who coming in, who getting all the information and don't share the love. We see you. Yes. Trying to hide. You can't hide on social media anymore. And I'm so excited that Instagram is now showing who is screenshotting you. Because I know every time I'm on there, I'm like, okay, who's taking them screenshots? Yes, thank you for the love. I appreciate you throwing it up there. And so a lot of people just come in, they, nosy people that want to hear what you have to say, people that are a part of your brand and want to experience what you're giving them. Remember what I said when I first started, brands are supposed to provide an experience. The older I get in life and the more experiences I've had in business and in life, I like that experience, and customers do too. So you want to make sure that you give them a positive brand, that when they come to you, they know they're going to feel good, number one. And then next thing, you want to make sure that they get what they came to get. Okay. You want to make sure you're delivering the goods, give them what they came to get. And then make sure that you ask for a referral. Referrals are so important, especially in the things that I do, in the offline businesses that I do, and then even in the online business. If you know somebody that's great at what they do, don't be afraid to share. Sharing other people does not make you any smaller. In fact, it makes you bigger. Why? Because you are not afraid to share the grace and goodness of other people. Yes, I truly believe that. I'm Nichelle with 2Excel with Nichelle.com. I greatly appreciate you stopping in. If you're social, I'm on Instagram at Nichelle Womack, and on Twitter at Nichelle Womack, and I'm on Facebook at The Life Transition Strategist, and I'm here and on LinkedIn, wherever you see me. Catch up with me because I'm always on the go. Blessings and peace unto you. If you like podcasts, check the People Connect podcast out for inspiration, motivation, business tips, strategy, and all of that is on iTunes, and it's also on iHeartRadio. I upload unique podcasts on a regular basis. Thanks for coming in, tapping that screen. Blessings and peace, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Well, actually, today's Thursday. I'm typically on Monday through Thursday between 8 and 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. If I have a chance to come on Friday, which sometimes I do, thanks for that yellow love. Greatly appreciate it. Sometimes I'll come on Friday to share some information, and then I come on throughout the weekend as well. It just depends on how the day goes. But I thank you for being here. Blessings and peace. Until next time, I really wish that they would get on every social media platform. And I'm just being straight honest here. I really wish the spammers, I really wish the nuisance, the people that literally don't have nothing else to do but come out the basement and comment on stuff. Start your own broadcast. Do something to up level your life besides being a nuisance your whole life. The people that come in, the weird people. I mean, it's literally some weird people. Weird people. Okay, you got to pay attention to them. You got to pay attention to these weird, some weird people on social media. A lot of great people too, but then the weird people come out the basement doing things, posting stuff. Really, get a life. Get you a life. If you ain't got nothing else to do, go praise God and ask him to give you a life. Because it's a lot to do out here besides being ignorant. It's a lot to do. Lot to do. Make some more money. Praise God. Bless him. Yes. Ask him to give you guidance and direction that you don't be a nuisance in your life. All the spammers. Spamming is not a marketing strategy. It's not. It's not. Coming into people's scopes and you have nothing to say but negative stuff. That's not a marketing strategy. Whew, in the name of Jesus. All righty. That's my rant for today. Thanks again for being a part of my space. Blessings and peace. Until next time. I'll see you then. Thanks for the purple love. Greatly appreciate you. Bye-bye.